Warriors! I put my man bun in for this announcement. This is bullish, bullish, bullish. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. Is Ripple XRP going to change the world? There was an announcement made today by the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements. Now, if you don't know who the BIS, big decision makers. Basically, they had a hackathon for interledger-based solutions to bridge the last mile for cross-border payments. And one of the companies that won is linked up to Ripple, has connections to Ripple. So I'm going to break it down for you guys, as I always do, and give you my perspective. Now remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just someone who dives deep down the rabbit hole on a daily basis, and I connect the dots looking to see who the Wizard of Oz is. And Warriors, I feel, in my paradigm, that our world is moving to a quantum financial system, a new banking system, and you're either going to get on board and go for the ride of your life, or you're going to get run over by it. But the key is you all have to get on board at some point. So let's break this down, Warriors. Like I said, my name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. If you have not connected with me on Instagram, it's CoachJV_. I also have a motivation podcast, the Coach JV podcast. TikTok, Coach JV_. You cannot get away from me, Warriors. 900 podcasts, 8 to 12 minute podcasts on a daily basis to motivate you. Thousands and thousands of social media posts and 1,400 YouTube videos to keep you informed. So this was huge, huge news that came out on March 26th. So Modulo wins iOS 2022 Hackathon hosted by the Bank of International Settlements. Are Ripple and XRP involved? So we're going to break this down. What happened? Who won it? And then I'm going to break down the connections with, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Modulo. So Modulo is three winners of three. Modulo is one of three winners of the BIS iOS 2022, an API hackathon for its interledger-based solution, Bridge the last mile for cross-border payments. We are getting so close, Warriors. Technical details and the branding raises a question of whether Ripple and XRP could be involved. The Bank of International Settlements, the BIS, which is known for the central bank of central banks and is a major think tank, You guys know I study the IMF, World Economic Forum, the BIS. This is amazing, Warriors. This is huge. The Bank of International Settlements, which is known as the central bank of central banks and is a major think tank for international monetary policy, recently held a hackathon that focused on the potentials of new iOS 2022 payment standards and APIs to improve cross-border payments. Yesterday, the three winners were announced: the Atomic Wire, Modulo, and the Isonauts, okay, as Versa and AWS, that's Amazon. AWS is Amazon. As the official press release states, the winners presented solutions for synchronizing foreign exchange payments, bridging the last mile of cross-border payments, and resolving data correction and validation difficulties. All three winning solutions were presented to the global audience of the Bank of International Settlements Innovation Summit in 2021, including key payment industries, players, and central banks. Pause for just a moment. Why on earth would they be presenting to the central banks? Why on earth would they have this type of presentation or this type of competition at the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements? Let me read this description to you guys again. Okay, the Bank of International Settlements, which is known as the central bank of central banks, is having a competition for the last mile of cross-border payments. And central banks are sitting tight. Do you think America was sitting there? Probably. You think China was sitting there? Probably. The BIS is the central banks of central banks. So here's the press release from the BIS. So that was from a website, an announcement. I want to give them credit where credit due, the Crypto News Flash. But let's read the official news release from the Bank of International Settlements. So it says, winners of the iOS 2022 Hackathon with BIS Innovation Hub and Swift. Okay, the three winners of the hackathon to highlight potential of the new iOS 2022 payment standards and APIs to enhance cross-border payments. Winning firms Atomic Wire, Modulo, and the Isonauts, the AWS, presented solutions for synchronizing foreign exchange payments, bridging the last mile of cross-border payments, and resolving data corrections and validation difficulties. This is right off the BIS site. Winning solutions showcased at the BIS Innovations Summit 2022. The BIS Innovation Hub and Swift Think about that. Swift, which is the cross-border payment right now, today announced the winners of the iOS 22 Hackathon, which invited teams to build and showcase solutions that enhance cross-border payments using iOS 2022 standard for payments messaging and applications program interface. I have showed you the document that has JPM coin, that has iOS, it has R3, Ripple, XRP, XLM, Algorand, all these different currencies, all these different cryptocurrencies working together to move money across bank rails borders. Okay, so now this is the BIS. Okay, if you click on there, this is pretty cool. So it says watch the winner announcements. This is the iOS 2022 Hackathon. Okay, so you talk Modulo won for its solution for bridging the last mile, bringing cross-border payments to users in emerging markets economies who rely on mobile money transfer systems. I'm going to repeat this. This is really important, warriors. So Modulo won, it won for its solution for bridging the last mile, bringing cross-border payments to users in emerging markets economies who rely on mobile money transfer systems. Now, who is Modulo connected with? Modulo creating a more financially inclusive future. Okay. Ripple, this is off of their website, Ripple Insights, Ripple Foundation vision to enable the world to move value like information does today. A concept we refer to as the Internet of Value. The vision remains essential to Ripple's foundation and the contributions to driving motivation to create a greater economic opportunity for all. Okay, let's go down here. Today, Ripple is joining Modulo Foundation as a sponsor member. We are proud to continue our partnership with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the collaboration with fellow Modulo sponsor members, including Coil Technologies, Google, and the working towards more inclusive future where everyone, everywhere, can access digital financial services needed to connect the global economy, warriors. I'm not going to repeat that, but I'm going to take you right to the Modulo site. So let's go to the Modulo site. This is a Modulo's Foundation. Okay. Ironically, they won the BIS, Bank of International Settlements, competition for the last mile in cross-border payments. The Bank of International Settlements is the central bank of central banks. Modulo is connected to, let's take a look. You ready for this, warriors? Feast your eyes on this. Let's go to this really quickly. Where was it out here? Modulo Foundation members. Here we go. You guys ready? Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Coil, Google, Modelbox, I don't know the other ones, Ripple, and the Rockefeller Foundation. Bill Gates and Melinda Foundation, Google, Ripple, and the Rockefeller Foundations. I've been telling you, warriors, Ripple XRP is going to change the world. Now, some of you are going to get caught up in the Bill and Melinda Gates, the Rockefellers, but I'll tell you what, warriors, here's my narrative. You can argue about the narrative, you can talk about the elites, you can go against the elites, but you ain't doing nothing until you're taking action. Here's my theme. Why don't you invest in the new infrastructure of the banking system and become one of the richest people in the world so you can actually change the narrative? Because talking about it ain't going to do nothing, but doing something about it is going to do something. So I've made strategic moves within my portfolio. I have a broad portfolio. I'm not just in Ripple XRP. I'm not just in XLM. I'm in a broad portfolio of fundamental cryptocurrencies that are going to change the world, that is going to help me build generational wealth so I can be someone that changes the narrative. We also have 959 warriors in 14 different countries all over the world working together as one unit to become the uncommon 1%. So we can be the people that are in these foundations making decisions to change the world. Because here's a fact. When I get to that point, and Kevin and I get to that point, and our company gets to that point, there's going to be people when they see our sponsorship saying that we're doing nefarious activities. That's just how it works, warriors. That's just how it works. So you may as well make a decision to become the elite so you can change the narrative. Or you can complain about it all day like a lot of people do, armchair quarterbacks. They sit in front of their TV, they complain about the left, they complain about the right, they complain about the up, they complain about the down, and they don't do anything about it. Or you can finally rise up, take control of your life, make good financial decisions, and become the uncommon 1%. And you could wear a beanie, or wear a bun, a man bun, have a cutoff shirt with a hairy back, and do whatever you want with your life, show up when you want, have financial freedom, passive income, pick up my kids when I want. So warriors, I've created a life of complete freedom. And I can make decisions when I want. And I'm a very loving person. I'm a man of God. I follow the life of Jesus, non-religious, and I love everybody. So Warriors, you have a choice right now to either complain about the narrative or become the narrative. So everything you need is in the description down below, Warriors. If you want to become one of our elite Warriors, you can click the link in the description to join our Warrior Academy, or you can just join our free Facebook group and go live with us every single day, where we share with you information to help you grow your family, to grow your knowledge, grow your mindset. So I'm ready to roll with you, Warriors. I don't know about you guys, but share this with as many people as you can, because this stuff is coming fast and furious, Warriors. The BIS announced that Modulo won the last mile in the cross-border payment competition that was connected to Ripple, the Rockefeller Foundation, Google, and Bill and Melinda's Foundation. You think that's by chance, Warriors? It's time to wake up. Warriors, rise! Let's get it.